Respected dear family members, yesterday, May 2nd, was the date fixed for London Hindu Conference, expected to be held by a group of Malayalis, Keralites. A series of Hindu leaders were expected to reach there for delivering the lecture, including me, and we all got visa for coming to London for this conference, and we were preparing for coming over there also. Last minute it got cancelled. So yesterday, that is May 2nd, many people from London called me and asked me what really happened. In one of the Malayalam trivial blue book typed journal, it appeared all the nonsense that we did not get visa and other thing. Now I am not going to reply for that. Why the London conference, Hindu conference, got cancelled? A Hindu, namely Jayaprakash Panikkar, he wanted to convene a Hindu conference in 2016. He contacted me. I said, definitely all the Hindus will be with you. The 2016 conference should become a memorable event. If necessary, I will come. Otherwise, I will give a tele speech, or I will give other route which will be utilized for conveying the message. He was so happy. Jayaprakash Panikkar was so happy. But in between, another group wanted to hold another conference in 2015, May 2nd. That is yesterday. That was also going on very well. And unfortunately, Jayaprakash did not like the 2015 yesterday's conference. It appears that he got 2 or 3 other colleagues from Malayali Association, I think, one Mr. Ashraf and one Muhammad. They did their worst for stopping yesterday's conference, and this is just like the Christians fight each other. Protestant and Catholics fought each other for hundreds of years by killing each other, and Shia and Sunni make the bomb and kill each other even though they are from the same religious root. Unfortunately, Hindus do not kill each other. A few people who can be counted in our fingers, they do their worst negative for stopping many noble activities. And Jayaprakash Panikkar from Croyodon did his worst, and he, with the support of Ashraf and others, wrote a letter to the owners of the auditorium where the London Hindu Aikyavedi conference was expected to be held yesterday, that is the 2nd May. And he said the auditorium has got a good reputation of keeping all the communities together. If the auditorium allows London Hindu Aikyavedi to hold the celebration of May 2nd, it will be a disaster for the community of Croyodon. No Hindus have ever created any disaster for any people anywhere in the country. This is Jayaprakash's version, who unfortunately happened to be a Hindu who is so arrogant and wanted to see that when yesterday's program got stopped somehow. And he wrote, there is already tension looming large between fundamentalist Hindus and Malayali Christians, Muslims and liberal Hindus. To each and every one of the people listening to my speech, I would like to say there is not at all any tension or anything like that happening anywhere in India. This is the technique generally played by the cardinals, by the bishops and by the Christian community maligning India all over the world, for which Jayaprakash Panikkar became one of the tools. Our community does not want the auditorium to be local point of the communal polarization tension. Such a noble-minded man who came from the hell for creating heaven in Croyodon, he used all the false claim and declared that his ultimate aim is protecting the community and labeling Hindu Aikyavedi as a terrorist organization. And it is beyond any pale doubt that the convention scheduled by the Hindu Aikyavedi will be the starting point of communal flare-up and violence. Any people who are getting such a letter will definitely think twice before allowing such a conference. This is the poison came out of the group of Jayaprakash Panikkar. And does anybody want the violence to start? And we believe that the auditorium honors uphold Christian values and principles. So here the Christianity comes in the forefront. The Christian should never come in contact with the Muslims, and Jayaprakash Panikkar wanted and his group wanted to see that when Christians and Hindus are always kept at a distance. People are now raising questions: how can an institute believe in Christian values, allow such a conference to be held? And after writing all these things, he specifically with a bold letter, he has told that, for God's sake, do not allow violence to happen at the auditorium, and it can be avoided by cancelling the booking made by the London Hindu Aikyavedi. Thus, the Hindu conference got cancelled, not because of the Hindus, but because of a treacher who worked against Hindu Aikyavedi and Hindus, with the support of one of the Kerala Association leader. I think, I am not sure, yesterday I got that information, Sri Ashraf and Sri Muhammad, the Muslims who and part of Christians who always want to see that Hindus never raise their heads. And kindly see that the signatures attached. Remember that these three people went around house to house contact and collected so many signatures. 82 signatures from Christians and 3 signatures from Hindus and 3 signatures from Muslims. All other signatures they have taken, and mass memorandum is given to the auditorium owners, which might have gone to the British Embassy also. And it is mentioned, kindly see the signatures attached as an evidence that substantial number of the people are concerned about the celebration that are planned on 2nd May. Majority of the signatures were taken from the people who were not even knowing what is going to happen in 2nd May. And by cheating themselves, the signature collection was done, and Jayaprakash Panikkar has taken another responsibility of an avatar for protecting UK, London and Croyodon from holding the Hindu conference, and he has written, if you need the translation of the speeches of the invited lectures, you could contact Mr. Jayaprakash Panikkar, and his phone number is also given. I think it is the mobile number from UK. You should also note this number: 079173611127. 079173611127. Who may be willing to help the auditorium authorities for finding out the truth about Hindu Aikyavedi and getting it stopped in the final moment, the last moment. We gather from people of Croyodon that Mr. Panikkar has done lot of work against such type of activities. So he has become an incarnation of the Satan mentioned in Bible and Rakshasas and Asuras mentioned in Hindu Puranas for protecting Christianity and Muslim and the United Kingdom from Hindu Aikyavedi, who always used to do some minor thing for supporting Hindu Dharma and teaching Hindu Dharma. And Hindu Aikyavedi is also a branch of Hindu Aikyavedi that operates in South India. If you are asking any Christian or any Muslim in Kerala or India, Hindu Aikyavedi is an organization which stands for uniting different groups of Hindus. There is no other role for them. But they were labeled by Jayaprakash Panikkar as an organization which can create problem in London. Anyway, what I came to know yesterday, many people from London called me and said, many Muslim terrorist organizations are working in London and in different parts of England. The freedom given by British government is so much that they will not be doing anything. But one man, Jayaprakash Panikkar, became an instrument for denigrating India, denigrating Sanatana Dharma, denigrating Hindus, denigrating Hindu Aikyavedi. All the Christians and Muslims associated with this great man should remember that whenever he gets the opportunity, he will pull your leg also. And he was the person who is aiming at holding a Hindu conference in 2016. And remember that for making his program successful, he denigrated the first of Hindus program to be held yesterday, and he expected that his program will be more successful than yesterday's program by denigrating yesterday's program. This I am telling to you in English also. Yesterday I specifically told in Malayalam because it happened to be a Malayali conference. But nearly half a dozen people called me and also sent me SMS and also sent me email that I should tell in English also, so that their children, particularly the Christians who signed this mass memorandum, now feeling that they have done a wrong thing and feeling the guilty consciousness, they told me that what really happened, whether we got visa or something else happened. We got visa, we were ready, we had taken the ticket and everything is done. But the problem took place not in India, it is there in London. This is for your information. Some Hindus, anyway luckily, unlike the Christians and Muslims, two sections fight each other and kill each other and destroy each other. That is not happening in Hindu Dharma. But instead of that, Jayaprakash Panikkar type of people do their worst as Asuras or Rakshasas for destabilizing the small simple religion of Hindu Dharma. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.